There she is. Bought this powder. This is a pretty tough work. It is Saturday morning and I am doing a work session. My friend Portia and I are doing it together. We decided to join our friend Courtney's collective group that she is doing to support women in their season of growth and thriving in their business and creative projects that they feel like are a calling from God, and how do we step into that with our purpose. So I'm excited. Saturdays are usually Sabbath, so we will be making time to rest later, but this feels also restful in an interesting way. But yeah, and there she is. So yeah, we're in my community workspace, so my environment looks a little bit different than what you have seen before. But yeah, I'm just really grateful to have a space like this where we can both work and I can invite friends to come and join me. And yeah, I think we might do a workout after. I definitely stayed up way too late last night. Yesterday was the 4th of July and we were with some family in Stockton, which is pretty far from where we live. So that alone was exhausting, but also a blessing. It's always a great time with family. And then Fridays are usually my upload days, as you know, for all my weekly vlogs. But just with the holiday, it was just kind of a weird time because I wasn't sure like who's actually on YouTube at that time, and just the timing of things kind of got a little messed up with like scheduling in the holidays. So I just uploaded a new vlog today, which is Saturday, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't watched it yet, you should definitely go back to it. I just shared a day in my life and just kind of the self-care habits that I do as a Christian. A lot of my habits are rooted in faith. Did we start again? Oh, I think we started again.
So, like, I was saying, what's going on? You like walking to the
Oh, wow. Are you okay? Say hi.
Oh, shoot.
Well, that's better.
Is it?
Oh.
Nobody wants to. I'm hip now.
Majesty, His holiness, I mean, His sovereignty. Like, just think about it. His power.
And so my nerves are getting the best of me, but I'm gonna pray. Amen. I've just been praying. It was just a beautiful service already. And I would have been fine not preaching today, just sitting in the presence of the Lord. Amen, anybody? Shout out to our worship team. Come on, somebody. Amen. Erica and the crew here, just taking us into the presence. I'm so...
Happy Sunday to them. Happy Sunday and cheers. This is my second matcha of the day, and it's just one of those days. I'm about to get my period soon, and it's just been a pretty heavy week in terms of lots of activity, lots of work, lots of social stuff. It was a holiday weekend, 4th of July, so we were with my family a lot of the times. I saw a lot of friends this weekend, and we had church today. So all great things, and then on top of all of that, just regular work week as well, and just trying to really manage things as an entrepreneur and business owner. It can be a lot, especially if you're trying to level up in your business and all the things, which I am trying to do. But all that to be said, I'm just grateful to feel exhausted from those things. But yeah, I do have a massage that I need to leave for in about 10 minutes. I scheduled it off a ClassPass. I didn't realize that my ClassPass was recurring monthly, so I'm just trying to use up my current credits before I can cancel my membership, because once I cancel, I don't get those credits back, and so since we've already paid for them, I might as well use them. I've gone to this massage place before. I think I told you guys. I was vlogging, I think, the day that I went, and I'm not sure what my overall review was. I totally forgot, but I think they were decent enough. I think it was just weird because, I think going to any Asian place, I'm just really skeptical if they really understand real anatomy and how to really massage the body. I just get nervous that they touch ligaments or joints, or things that aren't really muscle tissue, things that don't really need to be massaged. So I'm hoping that maybe the person I get today will be really good. I'm praying for that in Jesus' name. I just pray and declare that my massage therapist today will be knowledgeable, that the service will be amazing, and that I'll leave feeling refreshed and my body will feel refreshed in Jesus' name. And I just pray protection over me and over my body, that no spirit not of God can touch me or influence me in any way, shape, or form. And I just pray protection and a blessed time over this session in Jesus' name. Yeah, I feel peace. I feel better already. It's going to be a good session. I just used enough credits for an hour because I do want to still try to I want to try some other group fitness classes, even though I'm not really big on fitness or group fitness in general. It is a fun way to kind of socialize with friends and family, so maybe I'll just recruit a family member or a friend in the next couple weeks to some of these classes. When I went to the boxing class last week, my friend Gabrielle and I had a great time, and she really liked it, so much so that she actually bought a membership to that studio. So I'm thinking I'll probably use most of my remaining credits for that class, and then I do want to try a Pilates class or a bar class or something like that in the area. But yeah, I'm just enjoying my matcha. Again, this is the second one that I made today, and I bought this powder earlier this year while I was shopping at a Korean grocery store with my dad, and the matcha was pretty inexpensive, and it was a huge bag. I want to say it was maybe 40 grams, 50 grams. It was a pretty big bag, and it was only 20 or 30 bucks, if that. It was just the ratio, the amount of money per gram that I was spending was $1 or less. I felt like it was a really good deal. But since doing more research about matcha and matcha powders, I just think it's better and safer to just get matcha to get matcha that originates from Japan specifically. So Japan is the GOAT when it comes to cultivating and growing actual matcha, and harvesting it really well. But yeah, because it is my second matcha of the day, I'm just kind of using some of my less favorite brands that I have in the refrigerator, including this one. It's not bad, actually. It's not terrible, but I just like to put the highest quality ingredients in my body as often as I can. So yeah, earlier today I had the Emerald Spring, I think, Emerald Majori, Emerald. Hopefully I'll link it below, but it's a really good Amazon find that I found, and I do a lot of research, mostly on TikTok and YouTube, and then whatever facts I learned from there, I'll try to research it on my own to really make sure that they're valid. But yeah, I do a lot of research online, and I try to find brands that are affordable and also accessible, because a lot of the brands I've been wanting to try, a lot of the companies sell out really fast. So today actually I just ordered from a brand I've been wanting to try. It's called Rockies, and they've been sold out for the last month or so, but there's, I think, a product they just re-upped their stock on. I ordered a tin of that. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but I've heard nothing but great reviews about Rockies, so we'll splurge a little bit this month and see how that goes. But I have that brand that I found on Amazon is a really good backup to have, especially when I'm in a pinch or if I need to re-up. There's like 100 grams in the tin, and it's like maybe 40 bucks. It's, again, pretty affordable, and it's really high quality. And yeah, it's really good. So that's been my go-to for the last like month and a half. I'm already pretty much out. I only have one more serving left, so I'm waiting for later on this week to have it. I left my matcha kit at my uncle's, but my mom and my sister were able to grab it for me, so now I need to pick it up from them somehow. But yeah, I think for now, since I only have my whisk and I don't really have my full matcha kit, I don't have anything to sift it, I'll just probably use my lesser quality matchas. It'll still do the job. It's just not going to be, you know, the highest quality or like the best matcha that I can have. But yeah, this is pretty good. I swear by the pistachio barista style milk by Elmhurst. It's a pretty clean brand, and I think I told you guys this in my last vlog. It is naturally sweet on its own, and again, I've been trying to do less sugar overall in my day-to-day like intake. And before, I used to just like douse my food or my lattes in like honey or maple syrup. I'm probably being dramatic. I wasn't dousing them, but I was using a good amount, and I just feel like it's better for me to just kind of use it sparingly or use them as needed, even though I do feel like honey and maple syrup does have a lot of health benefits. I'm just trying to really minimize any inflammation that I can in my body, especially leading up to my period. So yeah, this is actually really not bad at all. The color is a pretty good color green. I feel like this is even better than I would get at most coffee shops around my city, and it tastes pretty good too. I don't know if I would drink it like usucha style, I think that's what they call it, where it's just you just drink it as a pure tea. I definitely like matcha lattes, and this one's a pretty good in a latte. But yeah, I'm hoping after my massage I can rest. I was debating going to the sauna studio and doing an infrared sauna session. However, I do have a friend that's visiting out of town tomorrow, and I think I might take her there after our leg day workout if everything goes well. Again, since I'm getting my period, my energy will be dropping more and more as each day comes this week, so I want to be mindful of that, but I also want to take my friend there. I think she'll really enjoy it, and it'll be just a nice time for us to hang out, aside from just like grabbing food or spending money on not so great matcha lattes or things like that. So yeah, I think what I'll probably do is I'll go for my massage in now about 5 minutes, and then when I come back I'll probably run an Epsom salt bath. My legs have been pretty sore since yesterday. Yesterday I did my 3rd leg day of the week, which I'm pretty proud of myself for, because I have been trying to do, or my aim has been to do 3 leg days a week, but the last few weeks, I think even the last month, I think it's just been really challenging for me to get to that 3rd day, whether because of energy levels or timing, scheduling, things like that. So I've just been trying to really understand how to pace my body, and I've just been playing around with like the level of intensity I can push myself in each workout in order to make it to the very end of the week and not miss any workouts because I either didn't recover well because I went too hard in the workout, or you know, scheduling was just messed up or whatever the case is. I thought I heard Gabriel coming out of the room, but yes, I'm pretty proud of myself for that, and hopefully I'm hoping this week I could still continue that, even with just being at the end of my menstrual cycle or at the start of it. Does the menstrual start the cycle or end it? Either way, while being on the menstrual, I feel like as long as you kind of just match where your body is in terms of energy, you don't focus on going heavy or anything like that. No high intensity cardio, but just focusing on consistency and making it to the gym and, you know, doing lifts and just having a lighter load, I feel like really works well for me and a lot of my other clients who need hormonal management and hormonal support in their program. So yeah, I'll probably just aim to do that, even if it's just more lighter weight or even body weight with some of the stuff, just so I can keep up with that consistency. Okay, so we're gonna finish this up and then we're gonna head to the massage. I realize I haven't really been talking too much in this vlog. One, because I totally forgot I was vlogging this weekend after my friend Portia came over yesterday. Just the weekend has been so busy, and I'm used to giving myself breaks on the weekend to just kind of enjoy and be fully present with my husband and friends or family, whoever we're with. And two, I have just been so tired. I just haven't been feeling like talking much. I don't know about you, but if you can relate to this, just being more introverted, or when words and conversation just is so exhausting, even just saying anything takes a lot out of you. So yeah, but I love chatting with you guys. I love that you guys have been really resonating with my videos, and I just love the community that we're building here together, and I just appreciate you guys being here. So I was like, I gotta say something to my girls. I gotta say what's up today. And yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the vlog so far, and I'm excited to continue to take you guys along this week. I think I'm gonna do a few more days, so it'll be kind of like days in my life kind of thing, where it won't necessarily be a full week, but you can kind of see what a weekend in my life looks like, and then partially what a week in my life looks like, so you'll kind of get the two together in this vlog, I'm thinking. So yeah, there's not really anything specific that I'm doing in this vlog other than just showing you guys my life and, you know, how I live as a married woman, as a Christian, someone who's devoted to Jesus, someone who has a lot of friends, someone who's building her business, someone who works out most days of the week, and someone who's just trying to build a healthy lifestyle spiritually, mentally, physically, and someone who also coaches women to do the same. So yeah, hopefully you find inspiration. Hopefully you can find, at the very least, joy and entertainment. And yeah, I always feel like it's helpful when I see other YouTubers just sharing their life. It helps me alone, like even if it's not really like a teaching thing or they're not saying much, just being able to see how other people live is inspiring to me, and it's really cool to see. So yeah, hopefully it does the same for you. Oops. Good morning. I am walking downstairs to grab my friend who came to visit me, and we're gonna do a workout together here in my apartment gym. So yeah, it is Monday morning, and I kind of woke up in a frenzy. Gabriel was like, "You seem a little grouchy today." And I was like, yes, I am. My period is coming in probably 48 hours. And the house is messy. And I'm just tired. I'm like, I just need a week off from everything. Just us and all our things. This is her coffee.
Just headed to the gym with a hip thrust box, which is very important.
Exactly. 2 o'clock on a Monday, and we're having our afternoon matcha. If you didn't watch my last video, or if you did watch my last video, then you know I usually wait till about this time to have my caffeine. And that is very purposeful and intentional because I just feel like I feel so empowered that I can do a heavy workout and do a heavy lift without having to drink caffeine. It's just so amazing because I spent years and years and years relying on pre-workout, relying on caffeine to get me through my workouts. And it just goes to show when you properly fuel your body and you're eating the right foods and you're getting enough rest, like you don't need to have caffeine. You don't need to have caffeine. You don't need to have pre-workout or extra things in your body like that because your body's just fueled up naturally and just by nourishing your body. So yeah, today was a really good morning with just nourishing my body and moving. I actually PR'd, which you guys saw earlier. I PR'd and I did 305 pounds for 8 reps, I think, maybe 6 to 8 reps in a hip thrust. And I don't think my hips and my glutes have ever seen 300 pounds, let alone 305. I know it's just like a very small jump, but still, like, I just feel so strong. I am crashing a little bit, so I think I need to drink more water because I track my calories every day and I have had enough carbs, but also I think because I'm getting my period in a couple days, I think I need a little extra carbs as well. So I do need to fuel up now because I've burned off all that food and fuel that I had this morning. But I'm enjoying my matcha and it's just been a great morning so far. I just love when I can catch up with my friends. Sin and I have been friends now for 7 years, which is crazy. Well, we met 7 years ago and she was first my client, and then we slowly developed a really close friendship and really good relationship. And they always say that if you are friends with someone for 7 years, that they're more likely to be a lifelong friend. So I definitely feel like it already has seemed like our friendship has been a lifelong friendship just because we don't live in the same state anymore. We haven't for the last few years. And just, we've both moved a lot. We've both had different life seasons. She has like a 2-year-old, about to be 3. And yeah, I just feel like with so many different seasons going on in our lives, so many changes, so many moves, we've still managed to keep in touch and stay friends. So I really love that and I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, it was just a really good day, and now I'm just kind of spending the rest of the day working. I'm trying to be as productive as I can be, but I feel like I do feel a little bit sluggish. I think my sleep is just still a little bit wonky, and I'm getting my period soon, so I'm trying to be gentle and gracious with myself while still trying to be productive and have a good rest of the afternoon. I don't feel overwhelmed, but I just don't feel like working today. I just kind of feel like relaxing. Maybe it was because we just came off of a really long holiday weekend too. It was pretty packed with activities and it was just so nice to just relax and not work. So I feel like I'm just craving a full week of that, but we'll see. I think we just need to also just get some water in my system and get some extra fuel and we'll be okay. But yeah, I just keep showing you guys my matcha. I know it's almost done, but it's just such a beautiful green. It's a little more watered down now because I'm at the end of it and the ice kind of melted, but it was such a vibrant green when I first made it, and I just love that. If your matcha is not at least this shade of green or even brighter, you don't have a good matcha. So it's gotten to the point where I do prefer to just make it at home because none of the coffee shops, at least near us, really makes good matcha. There's some decent ones where I don't mind, like if I'm just going out to go for like a coffee walk with Gabriel or like a friend, I don't mind going there. But at this point, for the price point and just the quality of it, I just would rather make it at home at this point. It's just, I know that it's going to be amazing. It's going to taste great. The matcha to milk ratio is going to be perfect. The ice ratio is going to be perfect. Yeah, that's what I would much rather do. But good morning. It is now Tuesday. And I woke up today feeling a little bit beat up. Yesterday I PR'd, which you saw, and I went heavier than I ever have in hip thrust, and that felt really good, but I think I just didn't go to bed early enough, and I also didn't hydrate enough, so I'm feeling the repercussions of that today. So just taking a slower morning. I slept in a little bit, but then I woke up to like 25 text messages, and so kind of got lost in my phone for a little bit this morning, but now I'm kind of settling in for my quiet time with Jesus. So I have my Bible. I love this Bible. I don't think I told you guys about it yet, but it's the CSB version by She Reads Truth. And I don't always recommend this version just because I am a firm believer in reading the text in its closest, most original form. So New King James is usually what I try to start with, or what I recommend starting with. But this Bible is just so cool because there's just so much space to like write in the indentations, and I love the pages, and it has like little stories in between. I don't read them that often, but they like are helpful to just kind of absorb more what the word is saying, and or what God is saying through his word. So yeah, I like it. I have a few Bibles now, so this is like, I don't know, one of 8 maybe that I have, if not more. Yeah, my first Bible was New King James, and I had 2. One of the Study Application Bible, which I also recommend getting, just because it'll have like the footnotes at the bottom, really kind of explain if there's any verses or things that you really don't understand. The Study Application is really helpful to kind of really get clear context. And then I have like other versions. I have a pocket one that's really nice for traveling. I think you guys have seen that in my New York vlog. And then Gabriel and I got gifted one for our marriage, our legal marriage, so 2 years ago. And yeah, I feel like I have so many other ones that I'm not thinking of, but it's just nice to have. I love Bibles. Like, I can't wait to get a new one, and just I love seeing them used and like tattered a bit and written and highlighted all over. It's just so cool. Like, I don't know, when I see someone with like a tattered Bible, I know that they've been in their word. But yeah, and then I have my milk thistle and dandelion tea that I've been doing every morning now for the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. It's been really helping my cleanse and detox my liver. My liver's been needing a little bit of extra support because I have been taking a supplement that my previous functional medicine doctor had recommended for me, but it contains berberine, and I think most berberine supplements you're not supposed to take for a long period, and so my liver was a little bit stressed out. But I think I have really recovered from bloating, which is amazing. So I am getting my period in like a couple of days, so I do have a little bit of bloating from like PMS and all of that, and I'll probably be a little bit of bloated once I get my period as well. But it's been nice to see my body and my gut really heal itself. It's just been a long time coming. But anyways, I'm gonna get to reading my Bible and stop yapping with y'all. I'll come see you guys later. I don't know what kind of day we're gonna have. I do have a client call and some work I need to do, and then tonight we're doing Bible study, and then I do have a call really early tomorrow morning, so I'm trying to go to bed early. I probably will do a light upper body workout, maybe. I don't want to beat my body up too much. I'm thinking maybe I can also just do a sauna session and just have that kind of be like my active recovery day. So we'll see, but I'll take you guys along, and I'm gonna read my Bible right now, so I'll see you guys later. 15 minutes in the sauna, which was perfect. My body was heating up by like minute 4, and then I was drenched in a very heavy sweat by the end. Don't have a hair clip, so I just kind of tousled my hair up into some sort of bun situation, but yeah, we now need to rush home, make dinner, and then get ready for Bible study. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. And to be honest, I almost forgot about y'all. And I'm so sorry about that. But we are here now. I had a pretty crazy morning, just jumping into an early morning call that I had, and then just kind of jumping right into work. I read my Bible a little bit after that as well. Even though like reading my Bible is something I like to do generally first thing in the morning, it was just kind of like a get up and go kind of morning first. So yeah, that's been my morning, but I finally was able to have some breakfast, and before I jump back into the rest of my call that I have today with my clients, I'm gonna go do an upper body lift and just do a very quick, simple workout. I haven't gotten my period yet, but I'm supposed to get it probably by tomorrow, if not later today. We'll see. My energy is pretty low, and I do feel like my body just kind of internalizing a lot right now, just with a lot of like, I don't know, just feels a little heavy. Like my body just feels heavy, like it just wants to rest, it just wants to curl up, it wants to like be in a blanket reading a book and just watching TV. But we got to stay disciplined, we got to stay focused, we got to stay productive today, while still giving myself grace. So there's definitely room for both. So we're just gonna show up to the gym, just do a very light workout. I probably won't lift anything too heavy, get some steps in, do a little bit of cardio on the treadmill, and then do some work. Tonight is movie night, so Gabriel and I are going to finally see the F1 movie, which I'm really excited for. I heard it was out, but I didn't really realize all the heavy hitters that were in the movie, so I'm very excited for that. And then and we're going to an early show, which is great. Early meaning like 6 o'clock. Usually we do like an 8 or 9, and we don't end up getting home until like closer to midnight. But I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that he was able to book it in advance, get an earlier time, and really just support me in my journey of just continuing to improve my sleep and improve my health. So yeah, I feel really good about that, and I'm excited to have a date night tonight. We're going to try to do our best to stay productive until then. We'll still, again, just being easy on myself, giving myself grace. Today, the number one thing I really need to get done is filming the Puerto Rican recipe. I keep saying that I'm filming. I haven't checked yet today, but I think the plantains are finally ripe enough to make the recipe. So we'll see. And then other than just making the plantains for the first time, the recipe should be fairly easy or fairly simple to follow. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that. Yeah, it should be a good day. Plantains or plantains? Plantains or plantains? Put your vote in the comments below. I think they look ripe enough. They're still yellow, but honestly I don't think I can wait much longer before making and filming this recipe. So I think we're just gonna have to make do with them. If anybody knows how to ripen plantains quicker, let me know. We have our Goya seasoning, the adobo one, and then the sazon. We're gonna put some olives in there, the green ones. We have our tomato paste. I don't think we need tomatoes, but we had them just in case. Yeah, so all the other stuff is for other things, but this is what we were working with. This is a pretty tough workout, simply because I'm just getting my period soon, so my energy levels are just so low. But as you can see, or I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going fairly easy with the weight and with the movements. I'm just keeping them very simple. I'm not doing anything too intense, and I dropped my weight by like 20%, 25%. Simply because I'm just getting my period soon, so my energy levels are just so low. But as you can see, or I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going fairly easy with the weight and with the movements. I'm just keeping them very simple. I'm not doing anything too intense, and I dropped my weight by like 20%, 25%. It's interesting because even though my energy levels are down, I feel like my mood is up. It's just been a really good day, and usually when I work out, I just listen to worship music. I'm literally listening to like Gratitude right now by Brandon Lake, and it's just such a great time for me to connect with the Lord through my workouts and just really reflect on how far He's brought me. It's just making me so emotional today and really putting me in such a great mood because gratitude is so powerful. And I really feel like the first part of my 30s, the last like 3 to 4 years were really tough. And looking back, I see now why God allowed me to go through so much that I did. It was to make me better. It was to humble me and for Him to be able to use me. And I think our journey of humility and growing in our faith, it never ends. But just seeing the work that God has done in me and what I've allowed Him to do in me the last 3 or 4 years, it's just, I don't have no words. I just can only say thank you, God. I'm so excited. I got a new matcha and it arrived, and I'm so excited to show you which one I got. This brand I have been waiting to try. I've been holding out. I'm like, I don't know if the price is worth it, but I am just fed up with mediocre matchas. So hopefully this is a hit. We got it. Let me not show you my address. We got it. I, again, have been waiting to try this brand. They have been sold out thanks to like TikTok and people that are trying to afford matcha. But yeah, I love the packaging. So the brand is Rockies. don't know if you can read that. That's kind of like their branding. Yeah, it doesn't say Rockies anywhere else, but it usually will be in a blue tin or it has a blue label like this. I feel like this one here is like their popular one, the blue tin, but yeah, it was sold out. I do want to get some of their products though. Their bowl, their matcha kit looks really cool. Like I really like the bowl, the shape of it, and the color. But yeah, I'm excited to try this one. I will say it's only 20 grams, so yeah, it's probably not gonna last me not even like 2 weeks, but I'm excited to at least try it. And yeah, we're gonna make it right now actually. Recommendation here that you want to sift about 3 grams of matcha to make an iced matcha latte with 5 grams of, or sorry, 12 ounces of oat milk, 5 ounces if you're going to do whole milk, which I don't do. With 2 ounces of hot water. Okay, so there's 20 grams in this tin, and if I am sifting 3 grams of matcha, that means I'm only getting 6 or 7 lattes. Let's go with 6 lattes. I think I paid $30 for this can. This is about $5 per matcha latte, which is not a great ratio to be honest. The reason why I try to make my lattes at home is to save money, but with this brand, I feel like I'm barely saving anything. I'm maybe saving $1 or $2, if that. And you should really be saving like $3 to $4. $3 to $4, maybe $5. You should be saving a lot of money if you're making your matchas at home. So I feel like this was definitely a splurge, but let's go ahead and make it and see how it tastes and see if it's worth the splurge. So we're going to be proactive here and take some acetaminophen, pain reliever, and I think we'll just start with 2 capsules maybe. Oh, that was really aggressive. Always keep your matcha in the fridge. To it, we're gonna try it as an asucha, so just as a tea. You guys saw me whisk it with my handheld whisk, and that's just because I left my matcha kit with my family this past weekend when we were celebrating 4th of July together. So I'm missing my kit. I wish I could have made it more traditionally, but we're making do with what we have. So far it smells amazing. I can already tell it's gonna be really creamy. I feel like it's like the perfect notes of umami and a little bit of bitterness, but also sweetness. Actually really good as an asucha. I did not whisk it well enough though, so we're gonna re-whisk it and then try again. Get this all in one shot, but I just re-whisked it again. Maybe it needs a little bit more water, because I did put a lot in there. As you guys saw, I just gave up on my scale because it just was not working. So I had to kind of eyeball it, which I normally do. I don't usually use the scale anyways, but I wanted to be precise and try to make it as the company recommends to make it. Yeah, it's really good as an asucha. I think it's just not going to whisk well with without my kit. But yeah, I think I made that also very strong, so we'll see where my energy is after this. But fun fact, did you guys know that matcha actually originated in China and not Japan? Japan actually took it and they made it better, but like most herbal teas and teas in general, it originated in China. So I feel like that makes sense to me. And I just think it's so funny that the Japanese just took it and made it better, because honestly, Japan's just like the GOAT. They do everything immaculate. Their standard of life and living is just like on another level. Beautiful perfection. Just look at that color. I haven't even stirred it yet. It just looks so beautiful and so perfect. You can see it's a little bit grainy at the bottom, and that is my fault. I need to get my kit. But yeah, just look at this perfection. Yeah, that honestly is one of the creamiest matchas I've ever had. I think they did say when I bought it, the description was like, if you enjoy creamy matchas. I didn't really know what makes it creamy though. The sweetness of it. But then how do they cultivate that? I don't know. But this is good. It doesn't even need sweetener. So we're not going to put any sugar in that. It's so good with the pistachio milk. Wow. Pistachio milk by Elmhurst, the barista style. Really, really good. Actually, it does have 4 grams of sugar, so that's why. But it's blended with pistachio nuts and rice. I think that's where majority of the sweetness and the creaminess comes. The barista style gets you some. Finally, I meal prepped the picadillo. This is supposed to be a Puerto Rican dish. I did obviously have to healthify it a little bit, so instead of frying the plantains, we air fried them, and I use like brown rice instead of red rice, which I feel like it's not that dramatic, but it's really good to me, at least. I don't like too much sodium or seasoning. I just feel like I like to taste the natural ingredients that are in there, but I know my husband thinks I could have used a little bit more seasoning, but I'm pretty proud of my dish personally. I'm exhausted. My period is just about here. I'm cramping so bad. And we're getting ready to leave for the movies in about 5 minutes. So I figured that I'd end the vlog here. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. If you haven't already, of course, like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you feel inspired. And I'll see you next week in the next video.